Hey Taurus, welcome to your mid-February reading. Hope you're doing well. If this reading resonates, like, share, subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, you can reach out on the link down below. Let's see what you got, Taurus. Mid-February. Mid-February. Three of Swords. Crossed by Two of Pentacles. Temperance. Hierophant on top. Princess of Swords. Two of Cups. All right. Okay, Taurus. So obviously, and I think I remember this feel. Maybe I'm pretty sure you had this card though on your beginning of the month, February. So Three of Swords crossed by Two of Pentacles. I think that right now, it feels like you are moving out of definitely something that you didn't want to. You were pretty invested into something or someone that you had an emotional investment upon them. But the thing is, you're starting to realize that maybe it's better to not be so invested emotionally, but to rather look at things in a way where, okay, let's compare what I am giving and what they are giving in return. What's the trade-off here, right? It's not necessarily in this situation anyways, it wasn't necessarily the easiest to not be looking at things from an emotional perspective, but you're more so forced to look at it asking yourself, does it make sense or does it not? And it seems like it does not. You are though in an energy of acceptance, or at the very least starting to accept what went wrong. One, what did I take from that problem? Like what did I get in return? Because the problems, honestly, they are oftentimes our gifts as well, because we learn a lot from them. And I think that's how you're approaching this, even though it's very hard to do so. The thing is, the other party seems like it does seem like they are the ones that are really hitting this dynamic in a negative way. But even then, you're trying to look at it from a positive perspective. Very difficult, however, because when you're dealing with somebody who is this difficult, it's not the easiest. It just isn't. But you're trying your best anyways to do everything that you have in your power to understand what you're taking from this and how you're growing from it as a result. Recent past, Princess of Swords. It was difficult for you to, and it's not necessarily like, wow, it's super difficult, but it was a challenge to express your concerns, express how you view the situation, how you feel about it. But you're not getting emotional. You're just trying to uh, be productive about it, objective. You're not trying to really dwell in your feelings or nothing like that. You're just looking at it from a logical perspective. It's not necessarily the easiest, though, however. What's crowning you, Hierophant? You want to have a say in your life. You want to be in situations where people, in settings also where people are working towards a greater goal, right? You want peace. You want the ability to coexist in a positive way. It would be better, however, if let's just say you're into spirituality. You want to be in a community that is really that's the setting, right? That's what you're talking about on a consistent basis. Not that you can't, have a conversation with somebody who is not really into it. It's not even that, but that's what you prefer. Like, you want to be in a position where you're part of a group versus just an individual, just kind of there. You want to be part of something greater. How you view yourself, 8 of Cups. And, definitely, still, like I said, it kind of resonates with what was going on here on your current energy. You're really trying to get away from this emotional baggage that really is kind of difficult to leave behind. Maybe there was a lot invested into this, but it just comes time to just move on because it's just not fulfilling you in the way that you want. It's actually taking from you, demanding more. I think that demanding is a big word here. So you're kind of moving away from that. How they see you, the Moon, they don't necessarily understand why you are acting the way that you are. I think there's a big shift here. 7 of Wands. It's you really standing up for yourself, for sure, and really going after what you want. But more so than anything, they are seeing that you are taking charge of your life, going for really putting your boundaries in a way. But it's more so, it's not even directly confronting them and saying, no, you can't. It's not even that. It's more so, okay, this is the way that I want to do, and it's non-negotiable. That's the way that I want to go. And we're going to do that. And if you're not willing to go down that path with me, that's fine, but I am. Even though I don't know what's going to be, what will end up, on the other side, I'm going for it anyways. Hopes and fears, 5 of Pentacles. I think that you greatly care about this dynamic here, this individual, this whatever this is. But you don't want to be struggling. You don't want it to be, it doesn't have to be this difficult, right? That's exactly what you wanted to avoid, but unfortunately that's where it is now. And it's one of those things that it's like, well, I don't want to force things, right? If it's not working, if you know, it might look good in paper, but if it's not working, if it doesn't feel right, if it's a struggle on a consistent basis, I don't want to do this. Well, in the future, we got Two of Cups. There will be an understanding, though, on both sides. Whereas right now, I don't think there is an understanding. It doesn't, there's no reciprocity, okay? It's too much of, and the thing is, you're approaching it from a logical perspective. Maybe it's more so like them giving you something that makes you happy or whatever this may be. But the thing is, it's not, if you want something that is going to work, it needs to be on every single aspect. It's not so much, you know, saying, oh, I love you, or, oh, you know, let's make this right, etc. There needs to be some sort of action behind that. And I don't know if that's something that's going to happen. And in fact, let me clarify this. Yeah. Because frankly, you don't really need that. Nine of Cups. You definitely don't need, you don't need whatever they're giving you. It's, I mean, not that it's, you know, you should ignore that completely. It's not even that, but I don't think it's enough for you to change your mindset, your goals, where you're ultimately going. It's just not enough. Your advice is Four of Cups. Clarified by Nine of Swords. Yeah, this person is really fearing losing you in a way, for sure. I think they're trying their best to, because when they realize that, oh, that didn't work, but that was like the only card that I had to play. So what do I do now? And it's going to be more, it's going to become more obvious for you to see that as well. And the more you see, the more you see that kind of desperation coming towards them or from them, you start to realize, wow, you know, they're really just trying to get me to stay. But it's not really genuine, because I've seen that play out many times before, and it's simply not really, I'm not gonna fall for that. And that's really what your advice is to not fall for the tactics of this person, because you've seen that before, you've seen that played out, you've seen it, how it ended up, and it's not, you're not gonna fall for the same trap again. Okay, that's what I have, Taurus, for your mid-February. If it resonated, like, share, subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, the link will be down below. All right, Taurus, best of luck.